What's up everybody? Today we're gonna look at this Ongaro World Champion Edition B21 by OS. So let's go! Alright, let's start with the exhaust, because I think this is very awesome. It's the same pipe as the previous Ongaro model, the 2089, but with the signature. I am definitely not gonna run this pipe. I will run that pipe. So I'm gonna keep this one new and shiny. The cooling head, very beautiful. This is based on the B2105. Very nice. The gold is very beautiful. And the design is basically the same as the previous Ongaro. But this cooling head is 5 grams more heavy. This is a 9 whip cooling head. The previous model had a 8 whip cooling head, so 5 grams more heavy. Yeah, this looks very nice, the way they drilled it, and then in the gold, very beautiful. And the backplate comes with a OS thrust plate. It is an interference backplate, so make sure to put the piston up. Same backplate as on the previous models and on most of the OS engines nowadays. Looking good. The bottom head, it has an O-ring. It comes with a P3 gold plug. Got the sleeve. Basic 3-port design. Very sharp angle on the boost port. It has some marks. The transfer port with a nice fang. And the cuts look very good. And the exhaust port. This sleeve is slightly different from the previous model. They lowered the exhaust port 1 degree and raised the intake ports 2 degrees. The exhaust timing of this engine is at 84. Intake timing is at 64. Which makes the blowdown 20. On the previous model it was 85, 62 and 23 blowdown. So the power band is slightly more towards the bottom end with the sleeve. And this is looking very good. Perfect machining. Very nice. Piston and the rod. Yeah, standard OS piston, standard rod. Looking very good. Absolutely flawless machining. Very good. The crankshaft. Same crankshaft as the B2105. Comes with 2 slugs. DLC is looking very good. Nice cuts in here. Silicon filled. I do see some machining on the inside. The crank is different from the previous Ongaro. That came with 1 slug. That was unique for that engine. So now 2 slugs. Which makes the bottom end a bit smoother. And the timing on the crank is exactly the same. It opens at 150, it closes at 72 with a total of 222. So nothing changed on the timing. The crankcase. Same crankcase as the B2104, B2105 and the other Ongaro edition. 2024 World Champion. That one was from 2022. So the lasered shiny lettering on here with the OSP logo. Also the B21 logo. Yeah, exactly the same crankcase with the bypass ports. Rear ceramic bearing. Steel front. Coating looks good. Very nice. The carb. And this is the OS 22E carb. Comes with a long low speed needle. Same as the previous Ongaro. This has a 6.5mm gold plated venturi. Looking very nice. Absolutely awesome. 3 needle carb, of course. Very good. Love the venturi. We already talked about the timing numbers. Let's go over them. The OS B2105 Ongaro World Champion Edition version 3. Bore 16.27, stroke 16.8. Induction opening at 150, closing at 72, with a total of 222. This is exactly the same as the previous model. They changed the sleeve, they lowered the exhaust 1 degree, it's at 84 degrees. They raised the intake 2 degrees, it's at 64 degrees now, which results in a blowdown of 20. The previous model had a blowdown of 23. So the power band will be slightly more towards the bottom end, but with the 2 slugs it will smoothen out the bottom end. So I'm very curious if I run these engines back to back, if I will notice any difference. So yeah, we need to try that one day. But first I'm kind of busy with the Nova engine now. After that I will be running the Dakota Fendt. So everything in time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.